Hi, this is Tony Ruggiero with the Swing Catalyst Swing Wrap Up of the week here. Gonna do something a little different. This is a different way of doing a lesson. Shows the ability now with technology through apps such as the Swing Catalyst app or different things to send people video from the road. But Smiley Kaufman, student of mine, great young man, basically ensures he's got his PGA Tour card. Uh, Sent me the video on the right from the practice round in Indiana at the web.com event where he picked up his first victory yesterday. Wasn't hitting it all that well, and so as we do, you look at your video, and I played it and I wound it to the top, and when I got to the top, something to me looked askew and different than I would normally see from Smiley. And when I got to the top, to me, looked like the weight was more into his left leg. His hips looked different. And if you go on the history of the things that Smiley and I've worked on over the past few years, we try to make a real effort for him to wind his right hip and wind his body into his right leg while still trying to stay relatively centered. Doesn't want any movement off of the ball. And you take that into account with he's trying to wind up but stay centered, and then he's playing in wind. And to me, it looks like he's kind of, hips have changed levels a little bit. And the weight looks definitely, to me, his knees look like they've changed level, and the weight looks like it's gone into his left leg. Whereas, we try to keep everything very simple. And if I look at here, this video that I've kept on the left was from when he stopped by the Country Club of Mobile to work a little bit on his way to Lafayette for the web.com, where he picked up his first top 5, finished 4th there. So I knew he was hitting it well that week because I went over there and saw him, and he striped it all week. And I played this video, and it's not necessarily the same club, but he's trying to make the same backswing. And I see there, to me, he looks like he's wound his right hip more level. The weight certainly looks more into his right leg. If we draw a line, even though the camera angles aren't exactly correct, what have you, but, definitely there's a difference in the hips and how he's wound into the right side there. And so having the ability to keep track and records and video of when somebody's playing good allows you to help a player regardless of ability when they're not hitting it well. And I think that that's an important lesson for everybody out there, that when you need lessons and you need help, not only for the time that you're trying to improve, but you need somebody to help you understand what it is in a simplified way that you're doing right when you're playing your best. And that's one of the things I've strived to get better at with my players, is they've achieved more and more, and they play at different levels, whether they're a club level player at the Country Club of Mobile, or whether they're a college player, or they're a professional player earning their way onto the PGA Tour. So the lesson for today is to have an understanding of what it is you're doing, and make sure you always have a way to get back to it. And you can do that through video. And you look here. So the lesson to Smiley was, I called him and we discussed this video clip here that I just went over with you, along with the fact that he was getting a little underplaying, and he tries to play a cut and some setup adjustments. But keep it very simple and understand what you do when you're doing well. And it's easier to get back to when you hit times that you're not playing as well.